I'm just west of the town of Hondo. See who pops into here. Yep, typical hot South Texas day. Yeah, the next town I will reach will be, excuse me, Haines, Texas. And it was suggested to me to do a sunset live. Kind of mistimed this. I was going to originally do the live from the West area. Hello, DL, National Park Princess. Good to see you. And thank you for so much for running my playlists. Hello, Eduardo. Eduardo, thank you. God bless you as well, Eduardo. Yeah, you will probably know where I'm at. I'm between Hondo and the town of Haines, just west of San Antonio. Hello, Possum Stops. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thought I'd go ahead and do a sunset live. I was meaning to do it from this rest area like I was mentioning earlier. And I should have timed that out. You know what, DL, I did see your comment on the thrifting video. Yes, I did see it, but you know what? Thank you very much for watching, and definitely thank you for your support. I also really enjoyed the video you made with the shipwreck and the fort. That was a really cool video. Hello, Dalton Williamson. Yes, it was. I would find something like that. I mean, I would find it totally fascinating. Go up to it, see it, walk through it, learn about its history. Yeah, I find things like that very fascinating. Oh yeah, it's so hot. Right now my truck is reading out here that it's 94, but earlier today my phone was reading that in San Antonio it was 103. Oh yeah, definitely. That would definitely be a great photo spot. Oh yeah, National Park Princess does some fantastic videos. So do you, Possum Stops. You know, they're definitely fun videos, that's for certain. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm running several playlists right now, and I will do the same for you, Possum Stops. Yeah, kind of a mad dash for everyone. That is a bummer. I hope they don't do something like that with me. Yeah, right now I'm passing through this small town of D'Hanis, Texas. Yeah, I'll be pulling up to one of the safety rest stops up ahead. It's where I get closer to Sabinal. Sabinal is 12 miles, 34 miles to Uvalde, the home of Donnie, Barton's RV in Uvalde. Yep, railroad trestle bridge over a creek right there. Oh yeah. I've been watching my hours as well. Oh, text message. I think they're going text crazy on me today. Didn't hear anything on my phone all day until I go live. Oh. Rough road. Yeah, when I get to this rest stop, I can definitely pay a little better attention to chat. I'm closer to 3K. I think I'm just 31 hours shy of 3K. But I'm going to keep pushing. Hopefully I can get to the 4K before the deadline. Yeah, I'm going to work on this, you know. Hope I don't burn myself out trying. Oh, okay, cool. That is good to hear, dear. Thank you. I definitely appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, I hope channels like Possum Stop, Matt Out Here, who do some good content, I hope they get to it as well. But They definitely deserve to be there. I didn't catch that one comment. Yeah, kind of tough to scroll on the chat right now. You know what? I had thought of that deal. I know this is extremely unoriginal, but I thought of just getting a bird feeder and setting it up and jump through with my run it through my GoPro. But my one concern right now is it being so hot here, GoPro or the phone would overheat. Yeah, I hope so. He does a fine job with his videos. I mean, to the point of being really impressive. You know, how he edits the videos, the different angles, the actual narration and the voiceovers. Oh yeah, you definitely will. I'm gonna hop out the truck. I'm gonna set up at a picnic table, so please bear with me for just a minute. One thing, open up. There it goes. Yeah, this west area has some really nice picnic tables, beautiful live oaks. Even got a grill. No, in fact, I think Donnie has done some lives from this. I'm going to shut off the camera for a second and let me get set up, and I'll be right back on the camera. All right, I'm back. You know what? Some of the live streams people have liked that I've done have been the live streams when I'm at a powwow. Hello, Red Bull Princess. Let me angle this so more towards the sunset. Yeah, it is quite warm out here, unfortunately. Did have me a big drink of water before coming out here. My phone was saying it was 94 degrees, but earlier today when I was at home, my phone was saying 102 degrees. Oh, okay. I haven't even thought of that movie. Hello, Kissy Cat. Welcome in. Good to see you. I just we're making a run out to this area to do a live stream. I'm not. I don't have any actual destination right now. Uh, I know this week, Joanne being off, we'll probably head out and get somewhere. William, is pretty warm out here. Not as hot as it can be, but it's pretty warm. About 94 degrees. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I did find your comment, DL, on the thrifting video. You know, I liked it and commented back. There must be some sort of glitch going on with the YouTube commenting. Yeah, and I had made comments on other people's videos and haven't seen a response. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, I totally agree, Kissy Cat. Everything is very strange. Yeah, it would be dependent on what part of the sky. If it was to the south and west and north, it would be excellent viewing for a meteor shower out here. But if the viewing is towards the east, this area wouldn't be ideal because you would have all the light pollution from San Antonio. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Vicky. I hope you have a good evening and take care. Yeah. No, it's also interesting. Fran was mentioned, and that was one of the suggestions she gave me. Do a sunset live. So here I am doing a sunset live. Yeah, and also Donnie's done a live stream from here before. Like he's done multiple of them. Of course, he's traveling between Uvalde and Hondo, and this is along the way. I kind of went ahead and did a special trip out here. Yeah, that is crazy. And I tell you what, you catch one of Fran's lives, she can be hilarious at times. I will also say I'm not the greatest at this doing the lives. I don't think I have the best gift for gab, but you know what? I've been doing this more often. Hopefully, I'm getting better at it. Uh, we'll do more as we go along. Oh yeah, and I think there's a little bit of things with promoting videos. You know, they're not putting some people out more on recommendations. Yeah, you're definitely good at that. Hey, I tell you who does exceptionally well on my lives is when Joanne comes up. She, you know, especially when she talks about Native American involvement. Oh yeah, if I had it, if I got out, uh, if memory serves me right, then you actually start seeing dark skies, and it's well worth visiting, especially around Comstock, Seminole Canyon. I love it when we visit those areas. Also, they're going to have it's in October sometime. I don't know the exact date. I'd have to look it back up. But in Del Rio, they're having the Living History Days of Del Rio. Of course, earlier this year, we participated in the Living History Days at historic Fort Stockton. Yep. Hello, when Larry sings, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just thought I would do a sunset live. Oh yeah, there's some. I did something I don't want to do. Oh yeah, actually a lot of Native Americans started dying off post contact with the Christopher Columbus expeditions. All right, have a good night, Possum Stops, and thank you for coming in. You know, with the sun being low in the sky, it's not so bad. Oh, what caused a lot of the deaths was the introduction of smallpox. And analog synth player, welcome in. Yeah, I would. We also used to do events in Presidio, Texas. Why we don't, that's a different story and a different thing that I don't think I'm going to get into here, you know. Look, getting a visitor. It's a beautiful white cat. We had gotten an offer to stay at an old stagecoach stop in Brackettville. And what is interesting, yeah, that kitty was quite beautiful. What's interesting, it's now a private residence. It's used as a bed and breakfast. We actually know the people that own that stagecoach stop. The gentleman that owns it is the tribal chair for the Lipan Apache Band of Texas. And we've done some events from there, and they've always been very nice. And coming up, they will be having a historic marker dedication there. And I'm hoping that Joanne and I can make it to it. Well, thank you, William, and you have a good evening. Hey, Ray Crump, welcome in. I hope you enjoyed the salmon. Yeah, that was cool to watch. Ray did a cooking of salmon video. And that, yeah, I got to September 29th. I was given a challenge by Holly from Kearney's Lounge to make some Canadian poutine. I had never tried that before. What it basically is French fries, brown gravy, and white cheese curds. And then she also says, you know, have some variation to it. Yeah, I know that is something unusual going on. Can't say what the deal is with it. Yeah, I hope it resolves, you know, because it's aggravating if you're trying to comment on someone's video and to show your support for them, and it's not publishing. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty much twilight here. Yep. Also, truckers like stay overnight here. Yeah, hopefully. I was under 40 hours to get to it. And then I got several comments and several several comments from several different channels that they were running my playlist. Also, I got requests to run some channels playlists like Have Fun in Nature. I've been running their playlists. Barry Barry, I've been running his playlist. Uh, Can Row Hiking Happens, they told me they were running my playlist and they asked me to run Weekend Hikers. Weekend Hikers, she's out of Arizona, and she does some beautiful videos. You know, she definitely deserves, you know, to get the watch time. So, you know, I appreciate everybody who's been pushing for me. I mean, it means so much. But also at the same time, I would like to do that for other channels as much as I can, you know. Okay, I did run your playlist, but I definitely can do that. Yeah, I got it all running on one of my other devices, so when I get back, if the playlists have ended, I will start another playlist for some of those channels. DL, do you have any suggestions of another channel that I may run their playlist? I definitely will go and do Matt Out Here and Possum Stops. You know. Okay. Yeah. I'm focused on two of them. I not sure I've ever got into Silent Colorado's channel, but I'll definitely check them out. Oh, excellent, Ray. Yeah, that is always good to do. I mean, let's support each other, you know. No, what else is so cool about this, you know, is the community that we're all involved in. You know, like Troy from Adventure America, Calvin the Boston Terrier, Barry Barry, National Park Princess Ray, Possum Stops, Matt Out Here. You know, the list goes on, you know. There are a lot of good people making good content, and they definitely deserve our love, that's for certain. Yeah, he does, you know. It was a few days ago, the last I heard, that Barry Barry still needed, you know, 100 more hours to get to 3K. And of course, I'm going to keep with him and catch up with his lives. I don't know if I'm in conflict with one of his lives right now, but you know, never anything intentional. But I can definitely do a rerun of it. Okay, I definitely will run your playlist, Ray. Hello, Flow Farm. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? I'm starting to get attacked by mosquitoes out here. How's the weather in your area? Here, even though it's after sunset, it's still above 90 degrees. Yeah, definitely, you know. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're okay as well. Yeah, right now in my area, it's kind of gets into a quiet weather pattern, but it gets hot. I mean, not as hot as Phoenix, but not as humid as Corpus Christi, wouldn't you say, Angela? But we kind of had that in between being humid and being quite hot. Hello, Angela. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, definitely. Uh, where my former place of business, who I retired from, I spent 30 years working in the weather, and yes, I definitely knew the precautions you needed to take because, you know, if it's 108 degrees outside, especially at the place I worked at, that at any given time had 15 million gallons of water, 15 million gallons of water. It was also both hot and humid and a bunch of concrete structures. Yeah, I do know what you mean about the wet bulb thermometer. Yeah, uh, that's how they calculate dew point. Hey, Mike at Texas Tent Campers. How are you doing this evening? Hey, Mike, I'm out here between uh, D'Hanis and Sabinal. Yeah, what I like about what you mentioned there now you're getting my science mind going, and that's where I tend to go. Uh, the wet bulb shows dew point, and dew point is actually a more true measure of how humid it is as opposed to relative humidity percentage. Oh, okay. I'm going to probably make a visit out there in the fall. You know, I'm just waiting for the fall weather. I have several different places I have in my mind to go check out. Barrow Unit, the main park, Honey Creek. I do want to get back out to the Devil's River State Natural Area. the Del Norte unit. I did a video earlier this year of the Dan Hughes unit. Hey Mike, have you ever been to Devil's River? Definitely an amazing place. But if you go out there, if you go, oh, hello, Jeff Arnold. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. And a couple other places I want to visit. Speaking of reservations, is what, Longhorn Cavern, and I would like to go to the bat flights at Old Tunnel. And yes, there's reservations you have to make. Oh yeah, definitely. And plus, I want to get Jackie Boy back out on trail. I know he's missing getting out. DL, I make typos even when I'm talking. Okay, gotta beginning to sweat even out here. Excuse me for bouncing you all around. But I think it's time to go mobile. Oh. Yep, let me see ya. I'll go up a few miles and get to the town of Sabadell. Yes, it is. You got where I was coming from right there. Yes, going mobile. Yeah, it's short on the route, so. Oh, this got dark real quick. I don't think my eyes adjusted. Yeah, it is. Still see a little bit of twilight. My truck is still reading 91 degrees. Oh yeah, Angela is a great supporter of many channels. Alright, I'm back. I saw it reconnect. Probably a little weak spot here. Yeah, right here the speed limit's 75. Once I stop, I'm gonna have to scroll back on that chat. Can't drive 55. Now I'm entering the town of Sabinal. Yeah, there's off to my left is Noros Tacos. We stop there for tacos all the time. Yeah, right here at this turnoff, this is where I go to both to Garner State Park and to Los Maples. Yeah, give me just a second. I didn't have the volume completely down on my car stereo. Could have been sitting there playing some Richie Blackmore's Rainbow. I could hear the drum beat. Let's see, let me scroll back. Don't want that to happen. Here I am doing it again. Hello, Valerie. Yeah. I know I end my videos. I say subscribe if you haven't already, but I kind of set it up there as an option, you know. I know Valerie at the end of her videos, she says subscribe if you want to. I'm sorry, DL, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'll be coming back here. I just wanted wanted to see a certain chat. Let this gentleman get by. Now, of course, it'd be going to be kind of hard to see, but you'll see the lights on these buildings, and it's really a rustic old town. And there's something that looks like what used to be a movie theater, some of the old buildings. Of course, they're trying to make them into crafts and art places. Looks like another building under renovation. No, I recall one time I had someone contact me, and another person I worked with, and this town was having problems with its ultraviolet disinfection of water. That guy and I, we actually came out and repaired their system. We set up the auto control, got with them how to change the lamps. That was a pretty cool deal, you know. I hope no one from my old business is listening in. Well, then again, what could they do? Fire me? Not likely. Yeah, Barry is a really nice guy, you know. Yeah, and very knowledgeable about the Bible, you know. Oh yeah, and I appreciate you catching my live streams as well, Valerie. I know I've been doing them randomly. I haven't put this out on schedule yet, but I do plan to use StreamYard and make a live stream of a live stream where it's Joanne and I and Troy and Angela. I think that's a lot of fun, and it was real cool when we went to the Chief's Blessing. That Joanne was finally able to meet Angela. That was a really nice day. It was, oh God, super humid. Yeah, there's things I do like about it. I'm gonna run into the store real quick. I'm gonna I can keep the video on. I'll just be right back. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. Hope y'all had some good conversation amongst each other. Definitely time for a drink of something. Yeah, also National Park Princess. She's awesome. You know, fun videos too. Yeah, normally I'm going live about this time, doing the mini fire pit lives. I'm hoping to do the big fire pit lives more in the fall. That's one for Switchback Texan, the Dairy Queen. Yeah, this road I'm on, US 90. I always call it the gateway to West Texas, because when we'd visit Marfa, Texas, or Presidio, we would pretty much take Highway 90 all the way, I would do some bypassing of Uvalde and Del Rio, but generally this was the highway we took. Of course, when we would go to Presidio, Texas, we would turn off at Marfa. Yeah, I kind of miss going to the Marfa Lights festivals. Those used to be a lot of fun. But that's a different story. Yeah, I meant to do a sunset live, and here I am over an hour on this live and having some great engagement with some awesome people. That's always good. Yeah, I'm going to pull back into that rest area for a while. Catch up with the chat. Whoa. busy road. Okay, now I'm approaching it from eastbound. Medina County, US 90 Safety Rest Area. Of course, you won't be able to tell really well. I really liked how they landscaped this place. They landscaped a lot of native vegetation. I think that was really cool, and they did an amazing job with it. And some of y'all that watch my channel know that I get into the native vegetation stuff quite well. You know, I identify a lot of plants. There's a lot more I don't know. Okay, there's my little stand. I'm gonna turn y'all off for a little bit. Get out of the car and get set back up without jostling y'all around. All right. Get my keys in the pocket. Get set back up. All right. Maybe I'll get another animal surprise. I'm back at the West area. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes it does. But you know what? I've been told with the people I hike with, who I'm older than, that I'm hard to keep up with. I'm still trying to not let the old man in. I tell you who else gets around quite well for how young she is Valerie. When she's getting around in the Andes, that is impressive. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Valerie does. Valerie has us beat for sure. Oh, I definitely agree. What is so cool now that you bring up Valerie, Angela, and Joanne have so much in common. You're doing great for 65. I'll be 64 later on this week. It was funny when we did a hike at Palmetto State Park. Uh, and this is the joke we got from Donnie was about the benches. He would I would too, Valerie. About the benches, he would call them old man benches, and that's gone on. It's even been mentioned by other channels like Nitros Farms and Can Row Hiking Happens. Can Row Hiking Happens gave me and Donnie the old man bench challenge. But where he was going to benches, we will be hard pressed on beating him on that one. But you know what? Challenge was accepted. Knee problems are no fun. What was it about six? No, it was 5 years ago. I had to have my ACL reconstructed on one of my knees, and the surgeon that did that says an ACL tear is very uncommon for people your age. It's usually knee replacement. He goes, I'm usually doing ACL tears on people in their late teens and early 20s. Especially when you're in that elevation where you're getting that lower percentage of oxygen. Yeah, but we all do our best. That's no fun. Yeah, got some other people hanging out here. Yeah, I plan to pick up my hiking once we get the fall cool down. I'm itching to get back out on trail. Come on, baby, do the locomotion. All right. I might jostle y'all around a bit, but time to go mobile. Yeah, even if I use a gimbal, there's certain jolts I have, and that's from the knee that had the ACL reconstructed. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Hopefully I get it in this car mount right. That's no fun. Hello, Derek. What is the name of the highest point in Alabama? I chat out with this gentleman. He lives, I think, well, he told me it's near the Talladega Raceway, and he told me the name of it. Hello, Derek. Derek, New Times and Beginnings. God, that's such a big change from that brightly lit rest area to this dark road. Yeah, I'm gonna head back. It's going live at 10 o'clock. At least I definitely will drop in on his live. Yeah, I'll do my best with chat, right here, I'll at least say hi, God, with the speed limit of this road and the actual shape of the road are two different things. And you feel those bumps. getting jolted around. Excuse me for a little bit, you know. I'm getting tossed around a little bit. See one of those electronic signs. Maybe they're doing some, planning to do some construction here. Yeah, about to enter back into the town of D'Hanis. Yeah, this town actually has some really cool older buildings. Also, what else is interesting about this town? There used to be a big brick making factory here. I don't know if it shows up as far as Houston, like Kissy Cat, but places around you will see the bricks that say D'Hanis bricks on them. Yeah, I need to drive back through here one of these days and see if I can find where that old brick factory was at. Because I imagine the structure's still there. Also, I need to look up more into it and see just where they were getting their supply of clay from. I don't know. Yeah, also running parallel to Highway 90 is the railroad track. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for running my playlist. Yeah, what turned out to be what was meant to be a 30-minute Sunset Live is now turning into almost an hour and a half night drive. It's so cool. I think I have gotten some really good people come in here, and that is so cool. Yes, it does, Angela. Just saw the sign that said hitchhikers may be escaping inmates. Yes, there's a big prison in this area. Hello, Brian. Welcome in. Yeah, this is where also Donnie would do a lot of lives from. I'm about to enter Hondo, Texas. He'd be going from Uvalde to Hondo. I'm sure Donnie and I will get together for a meetup again soon. Yeah, we talked about with the area schools being back in session. We've talked about grabbing the kayaks and going to Garner State Park. Even though I do have a kayaking of Garner State Park video already, but I'll do another one with us meeting up. I think that would be a lot of fun, and plus I haven't done any kayaking this year. Start of the summer, you know, a lot of the streams didn't have very good flow in them, and low flow and warm temperatures can make the water very nasty. But then another part of the summer, we were having flooding. And I don't think I'm brave enough to do any floodwater kayaking. Would have asked me that 40 years ago, I probably would have been. That's a bummer. Hello, Plywood. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Yeah, it's just to my right. A lot of times when I'm coming back this way from a hiking adventure, I will stop at this place called Billy Bob's Hamburgers. Good hamburgers. But sometimes if I'm coming back from a hike and I'm with Jackie Boy, then I settle for a Sonic. Well, that way I get something to eat, and then plus treat him with a hamburger patty, because I know he's pretty hungry after a hike. You don't see it real well on this main drag, but just off of it, there's some of those old style buildings here in Hondo, and they've been kind of doing that thing, trying to make them the artsy type shops and that. I mean, they're cool to look at, and it's something that they're doing with those old buildings, you know. One thing I think they got carried away with is, like in Marfa, Texas, it made everything, made the place an art destination, but the people that were living there, they were kind of crowded out because of the cost of everything went way up, and there isn't any real high income base there. There's a term for that called gentrification, and you know, I like to see something that revitalizes an area but doesn't hurt the people that are already there. .103. I think that's about what we got to in San Antonio today, about 103. Right now my truck's reading 90 degrees. Of course, it's picking up heat from the road. Oh, you're talking body temperature of 103. No, that's no fun. And pneumonia is definitely no fun yet. That's where things get serious, you know. Definitely prayers for who's dealing with that. right, now, hey Todd, welcome in. Todd probably know where I'm at. I'm between Hondo and Castroville. Yeah, the one thing about Castroville, I mean, it was a small town for a long time, but a lot of people that work in San Antonio are living in Castroville, and the town has gotten quite large. How you doing, Todd? Dealing with the heat well? I know it will be different for some of us on chat, but I'm definitely ready for the fall here. And maybe we'll have three or 4 days of actual winter. Yeah, so speaking of Angela, and Troy, I'm looking forward to meeting up with y'all again in September when we go there for the Lee Ponapatri Veterans Powwow that they have in Corpus Christi. It was a really cool meetup last year. I do have one regret of that I didn't get away and meet up with Dennis again. It would have been really cool to meet up with him again. mentioned mullein. We actually have mullein that grows here. Basically, right here, the location I'm at right now is pretty much a ghost town called Dunlake. Well, there's a few houses in that, but as existing as a town, it really doesn't any longer. Devil's Walking. I've heard of a plant here called, its name is Ocotillo, and I've heard of it referred to as Devil's Walking Stick. What's kind of cool about these driving lives, I'm definitely doing it at a time where I'm really in a big hurry to get anywhere. Also on these live streams like this, sometimes Joanne is listening in. Some sort of I see what their construction. Power substation. I wonder if that's not one of those data centers. I'll be coming up on Casterville. The city of traffic lights. what? I didn't even think of this. We pull into a store here. I just saw the screen go dim, but I should be able to hook my charger up. Didn't even consider that the whole drive. Yeah. A blizzard would be good right now, but nope, I'm going to pass on the blizzard. I'll wait until I'm with Joanne to have a blizzard. I didn't even think about the charge of on my phone. There, that's better. I can see the phone. All right. Time to get back out on the road. Yeah, I just saw the phone go dim and I was like, oh man, I didn't even think of battery life when I started the live stream. But then again, I only intended to be on for about 30 minutes. But a bunch of great people came in here. And that was so cool that they did. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that again. Maybe find a different location and do another sunset live. Hey, Brian and Tiffany, I know y'all are closing in on 4K. You know, I definitely hope y'all make it. Oh, thank you, DL. DL, that's MPP, National Park Princess. Oh, okay. Thank you, Valerie. I understand that, you know. Sometimes you just can't stay with a live. Yeah, to my right is Sammy's restaurant, and to my left is Haby's Bakery. I've been in that bakery, and if you're wanting to watch what you eat, it's definitely a place you don't want to go in. It smells divine in there. Oh, cool. Yep, that's why I call Castroville the city of traffic lights. Hi, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Well, I can't complain about the road surface here. I mean, it's newly done. Back there towards D'Hanis, you were taking a beating on the road. I haven't taken Jackie Boy out to a vet clinic here, but there is another dog I had, and I used to take her to Castroville. It was actually at that time more convenient to take her to her vet visits in Castroville. Also, that was much more reasonable. But Jackie Boy does its visits in town. This stretch between Castroville and San Antonio is getting so developed, you know. Definitely got the urban sprawl going on here. Yeah, thankful that Jackie Boy is healthy. You know, knock on color plastic. And he's not a young dog anymore, but he sure acts like one. Yep, they're gonna activate traffic lights along here. I have seen this road in the morning where you got the commuters coming in, and it's just bumper to bumper traffic. I think all the way from Hondo well into San Antonio. A good 30-mile stretch of road. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. Yeah, getting pretty much into the home stretch. Sign says SeaWorld in Fiesta, Texas. Or should I say, sign says long-haired freaky people need not apply. It looks like they have an empty lane here, so I timed that just right. Not going to complain about timing it just right. Thing is, I'm not really in a big hurry. Yeah, I did it for the live stream. Maybe Joanne and I should do a live where I'm there saying, driving Miss Joanne. Yep, pretty much back here in San Antonio. Oh, okay. There I am. Okay, this was actually quite fun, you know. Got up to a 2-hour live stream. Made a nice little cruise around. Got to chat with some very good people. That was really fun to do. I'm also getting headlight lit. Hey, this looks like a great place to end it. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Valerie, National Park Princess, Flow Farm, Todd, Barry, Valerie. Hey, Holla. Hey, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Well, I meant to be a 30-minute live, turned into a 2-hour one. And Angela, there was really a great group of people that came in on this live, and I really do appreciate it. Oh, and Kissy Cat. Cannot forget Kissy Cat. I want to thank y'all so much. I'm home. I got a couple other things to do. I hope everyone has a pleasant evening and take care. I will see y'all soon.